your cupcake would taste like grass, right? Yeah.
Find out that and more on today's episode of Crit Confirmed. I am Guy on Couch.
My bad.
And with me as always are...
True Alchemist.
With me as always are...
Oh, fucking Ryan.
God damn it.
I'm from an 8.
And a Nihilism Raptor may or may not exist in this temporal reality. So, we'll find out later.
Ow.
So, to catch up the viewers, it's been a hot minute. We left on a bit of a cliffhanger, and I think somebody wasn't here last time. Can't imagine who that would be.
Well, Ryan, you keep records of everything because you're here all the time. So.
Yeah.
Do you have any records of the last game?
Yeah. Well, what are your notes, man? Who wasn't here? Fucking Ryan is so good at clerical work.
Yeah, no, he's the best.
Oh, yes.
Did that just come out of a sketch of a dick?
Yeah.
Oh, that is impressive.
Fucking dick.
It is. When you take 3D notes, it's great.
I'm sure it is.
We can take 3D notes.
So...
I tried to fuck you over so hard last time when you weren't here.
Fucking Ryan wasn't here. And
Yeah, I wasn't.
by extension, Toby was halfway useful last episode. So, he tried to use a spell on stuff, which is more than I could say for Toby ever, when Ryan's playing him. So, that happened.
I was out of character.
In fact, Toby,
really
if
unfair.
anything, just relying on pure will saves to make it through was less of a scaredy cat than when Ryan plays him. So, check that out, and we apologize for the extremely sharp noise near the end of the video.
I think Ness is trying to communicate with us.
I think we just broke a mirror, which is a bad idea.
Yeah.
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 So it was
7 more years, everybody. 7 more years.
See, when you release like a demon thing, it's not about like destruction or blood or your soul. It's just a really high-pitched, annoying noise in your head forever.
Sounds about right.
That's what it brings.
Followed by 7 years of torment.
Yeah, but that's nothing compared to the high-pitched screech in your ear forever.
You can peel my skin all day, but please stop with the squealing.
Remember when Rebecca Black was more pleasant?
Wow.
Was she ever?
I know it's an old reference, but she's not a child anymore, so it's an older
She
reference.
is an adult.
It's a double. See? Older.
She is
Yeah.
an adult.
Terrible wordplay.
And yes, Knack Official, you are actually early. So, welcome! Hey!
Hey,
Knack
buddy,
official.
welcome. Thank God. Listen.
He's a fashion.
I'm gonna
he's
jump in the
official
chat. I'm gonna talk to you. Anything to get away from whatever the fuck is happening here.
But anyways,
It's called fun. Guy on couch doesn't know what fun
No,
is.
it's not. It's not fun. All right. Well, hey, buddy. Hey, Matt. Good to see you.
so now that you're in chat, should I just turn mine off?
Do you want to play?
Do you want me to turn mine off?
No, I was gonna.
Okay.
Me and Matt were gonna.
Okay, great. Anyways, we broke a mirror, we searched everything,
Get
nothing
rid of
happened.
Ryan, you could be our fourth. You know.
It's really helpful when we can see
could
the...
never replace fucking Ryan. We could never. Oh wait, you can see me, can't you?
You're an ass.
That's very true. Have you seen the show?
Yeah, kinda. If only I could Alt F4 out of this reality. All right, well,
There was a lot of sleight of hand checks between both of them.
yeah, you guys were playing your own game over there. It was, who can fuck with each other the most?
Yeah, I won.
Hey, so it seems.
I won by unleashing that demon.
Did you unleash it, or me holding it up,
Well, like-
the skull to the mirror?
I mean, like
I won by losing.
you give a child like a bazooka, what's gonna happen? Like it's not the small child's fault, obviously.
No.
It kind of is.
I mean, it's not. It's more on the adult who gave the child the weapon. Let's be real here.
Jerry, stop it! We don't give that.
Oh boy! Wow, this has been exciting. So You
Are we
guys
done?
are
Are we
in
done?
the
It's nice knowing you guys.
in the main. You guys are in the main chamber. Gangal, deciding against any sort of reason, has opened the scroll into the mirror, letting out the monster within. And
It was a really good
yeah,
choice on my part.
it spent its turn manifesting in our physical reality, after which it will proceed to consume your soul. So,
I don't have one of those.
And I'm right there.
I assume that's an organ. I don't have one. So
I'm right there with it. Let's do this.
yeah, no.
I'm ready to go.
So the good news is we already have your initiative rolled. What we don't have is Toby's. So Ryan, if you can begin fucking up today by rolling initiative.
Do you have any
don't
dice?
have any fucking dice. The one you need to.
you are the
bring
only person who
one
uses the chalice
thing.
of dice.
We always have your sheet for you. You just need to have dice. The one thing you had to bring, you forgot.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
You're welcome.
That is a 30.
You just roll a d30.
I was giving myself the advantage, okay?
That's called cheating. Oh my. Wow.
It is the bazooka's fault, man.
What reality is this that you roll that well?
What did he get?
23.
He rolled a nat 19. We all rolled like somewhere below 15, right?
It
Like,
would have been way more useful last time.
it would have.
Yes. All right.
So am I in front of the monster?
No, Gangal is.
No.
I'm one with the monster.
Let's restructure this so
Just want to tackle hug it.
everyone remembers. So in the center of this room, which there are 3 statues off on, let's say, the left side, and on the right side are a set of ramps going up, under which is a large door made of the same metal everything else in this godforsaken building is made out of. Toby, you are standing next to the door, having attempted to use a knock spell on it because I actually read your spell sheet.
You know that thing you never do?
Gangal, you are standing immediately in front of the mirror, holding what used to be a scroll filled with eldritch knowledge, where really the part where it fills you with existential dread should have warned you, maybe don't use it. You did. And now there's a monster holding your hands, but not in a touching way, more in like a I'm going to eat you way.
Oh, good.
From the hands up.
Yeah.
We're
and
ghosting right now.
Astrid, off to the right somewhere, having gotten ready to pounce and failed because she rolled a 5. And you, off to his left, having attempted to do something.
I was gonna cut the
Just
thing, and
did
then
not.
horror happens.
Yeah,
So-
no, it
Can
went
you hand me the
really
green
bad.
folder?
What?
Can you hand me the green folder?
Yeah.
The green folder.
So, does everyone remember?
Here's Ellie's sheet.
Oh, good. I'll pretend to be her then this time. What's her run speed? Okay, good. Does everyone, obviously excepting Ryan, remember what level of fear you had incurred by
2.
this point? Okay, so
Me
you were
and you had
panicked.
2 too.
Okay, so we had
So
two.
we are
You're
frightened.
both panicked.
We're ready to run.
We're panicked.
Uh,
I'm writing that down.
the other 2 are.
Sorry, not panicked. That's the next stage. Frightened.
Yeah, we are frightened.
We're frightened.
Both
They just
We are
are shaken.
Yes.
That's enough.
Yes, you definitely don't want to get into stirred territory.
Or slightly disturbed.
We're already there. So, if you don't recall, frightened incurs a -2 penalty to just about everything.
Yep.
You are currently being held in this wild mockery of a tender, loving embrace. What do you do as you see something that has defied the spirits of your ancestors rise up in front of you and spit in all of your carefully worn and held leaves?
Well, you said I only have one choice to do, and that's run.
Well, you do have to get away.
Yeah.
If you have to fight to get away.
So
that
I
is-
have to break away.
You do have to get the fuck out.
So let's break away. Let's get out of here, I guess.
Okay.
Let's grab the car and we'll drive.
Can I run with the scroll or rip it?
Are there
So you can try.
from his perspective, are there still words on the scroll?
So you can't actually see the mirror anymore because the beast has manifested in front of him.
Cool.
So from his perspective, he doesn't know because the words are facing the mirror.
Oh, right. Okay.
So it's holding me. I just want to like rip and run.
Cool. So for this, because it's not holding you directly, it's holding the paper. If you recall from last episode, viewers, I said almost holding his hands, not actually. What we can do is your strength or dexterity against his strength or dexterity.
I will do my strength.
Yeah, you know,
Okay,
family
it will
opera.
match your strength. So
Not
that's
creepy at all.
17.
I'm starting off great. That's a 1.
Okay. You try to pull away, but the fear
Just wow.
You technically that's a -1 because it's
Yeah.
-2. So
Can't get. Just when you think it can't get worse, opportunity knocks.
You can get worse than a nat one.
Wow.
Can you adjust the camera? Because
Yeah, I got you.
we became very off.
Oh wow, yeah, the fear has destroyed
What have you done?
the zoom on there, huh?
Quit sitting out fear.
It can't help it. This monster is innately
All right,
anathema
cool.
to all living things.
Almost there. A little bit more.
Almost there. Nothing happened. Now it's
Keep-
getting worse.
No, turn it the other way.
This way?
Turn it the other way.
Guys, I think
This
our
way.
cameras
Yep.
need glasses.
This way?
Yep.
This way?
To him.
It's
Okay,
getting
the other
worse.
way.
It's getting worse. Okay.
Getting better. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Perfect. All right, now adjust the camera because you moved it.
Oh, shit.
And
Yes.
nope, stop.
Nope, too far.
Good enough. Good enough.
All right,
All right.
there we go.
Best boy credit. Yeah.
So
Yeah, you
Yeah,
attempt to
what does
pull
that
away,
mean?
but your fear is such that you can only stand there and quiver and quail. Not the bird, the emotion.
Quell our emotion.
Quail. No, not
Quail our
quail.
emotion?
No, like quail, like when you're. No, not the bird I just said, you motherfucker. Like when your resolve wavers, you know?
Waivers?
I don't have that.
Oh well, you know, there's that. You aren't able to pull away. However, actually, with a -1, you pretty much are unable to do much of anything. But if you can come up with something that seems reasonable,
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. There we go.
What the fuck is happening right now?
We're all terrified.
You know what? Never mind.
Well,
No, what?
fight-
Never mind.
fight
We're not doing
chicken.
this. We're not doing this. I was gonna have epic music.
What the fuck is
Too many feels.
happening?
It's not working. It's not working out.
Too many real feels. we were too in it.
So,
Oh my god.
you can't pull away. If you have another good idea, though,
Whoa.
you might be
Not
able
an
to do
official say
something.
good job.
Thanks. So my other good idea is to,
All the pins on all of your
is
grenades at once.
absolutely see if I can break its hold with my.
Okay,
hands.
buddy. Let's go for another strength check.
That's the only thing I got.
-2.
You're stronger than an ancient aberration, right?
Well, aberration rolled pretty shitty, so.
You did not. You did not. Stop doing that.
I got a 3. What you got?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a 12. So.
Cool.
Yeah, you bring your arms down, and it just halfway through, you lose the strength in your arms and just sort of flail at it as your eyes grow wider and wider. We'll continue.
Horror!
All right.
The horror! The horror!
Little
Cool.
outtakes.
I'm glad my dice really act my character out very well.
Yeah, really though.
So,
Oh yeah.
let's see. What would Astrid do? That's my new armband.
Try to fuck this thing up without any sense of self survival.
Nope, that's a 5 will save. She's gonna get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Oh, thank you. Somebody else.
So, hey buddy, you've got a whole room between you and the door.
Yeah, fuck that thing.
So, good
You do.
luck.
You're in the secret door that's not opening, and then all the chaos, and then the way out. So
Cool.
yeah.
So, Astrid, rather than pouncing at the mirror as she had originally intended, and rather than taking out her gun and unloading on this monster, decides that it has been great knowing you, and if you make it out, she might send you a Christmas card. So she takes off, sprinting on all fours.
Cool. Hey, real quick. Remember Jeb?
Excuse me, demon thing. Sidebar.
Remember Jeb?
I remember Jeb. I miss Jeb.
I'm gonna see him soon.
It's true.
I'll tell him you said hey.
Oh, that's great. Tell him I didn't mean for him to get a
No,
misinterpretation
I
or
will.
something.
I will.
Okay, okay.
I'll let him know that's all my fault, really, because
Yeah,
I did all the
exactly.
things.
I appreciate.
And
you
I'm really
taking
just an
that,
asshole, but
because you're gonna die.
Yeah, I'll take it.
that's- Yeah, that's cool.
I want to put his spirit to rest.
we're about to meet in limbo, and I'm gonna go straight to hell, and he gonna go with Haley.
Okay, Toby, here's your chance. We're at the top of the initiative round. It is your turn.
Oh, wonderful.
Tobers.
You are at the end of
Jeb is dead.
Oh, Jeb is super dead, Knack.
roughly...
Jeb is very dead.
Oh, Jeb's super dead.
Jeb is rotting currently
Oh.
in a floating destroyed space station.
Well, destroyed. I don't know. You guys left before that was resolved, so I guess you'll...
No, Jeb was dead.
Yeah, no, I don't think in the past.
No, Jeb's
so.
super dead. I don't know if the
Jeb is very, very dead.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about that.
100% dead. It was the station I was concerned about, and it was a ship. Anyways, that's no move. So, you are at the end of
That's a move. It's a giant
roughly
asshole.
50-foot long room. About 15 to 20 feet ahead of you is a mirror. Really about 15. And then in that space ahead of that is a giant mass of darkness, mouths, and eyes. And then after that is your friend who punched you. And then,
It's
like
just-
another 20 feet past that
We're
is
like
the
acquaintances.
door that you just saw Astrid go barreling through.
God damn it. I have to.
So you are shaken.
He did indeed
Um,
punch you in the face.
So shaken gives you just the -2 penalty, as opposed to frightened, which makes you have to get the fuck out of there. So you
And- oh,
can
that's-
still choose what to do.
That's the text specifically. Get the fuck out of there.
Yes.
And how far away is he
It's
from
in
me?
the SRD.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. He is 20 feet.
Oh, so yeah, you still get the other -2 penalty.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you do attack rolls, I think is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you really are just like a one-man show magician, because you having friends is not working out for you. Like, we wondered why you didn't have friends when we met you on the ship.
Yeah, if you're within 25 feet of an ally, you take a -2 penalty to AC and attack rolls. So,
Oh boy.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, good.
yeah. So, you're at the, limit of the 25-foot mark, basically. So, you are dead center in the room, practically.
Just abrupt jaunt into the room. You can do that, right?
That's a reference to an old character I played.
It is. It was good, unlike this one. Oh, it
really-
carried the team.
yeah.
It carried the team. Like, literally carried the team.
A couple times.
Oh yeah. So, what are you doing, Topers? What you got up your magical sleeve of shittiness?
So he sees the exit.
His spell list is so terrible, by the way.
Yeah,
He sees
So
the
bad.
exit. He
Okay.
looks at the monster that's in front of it. Looks back at the exit. He's gonna run in.
The head down, just bolting in.
Just, sorry, guy.
Color spray.
Oh my god. You know what?
Very brave.
I applaud you.
Yeah. All right. So where are you positioning yourself? Are you just like running out from behind the mirror, just like a foot away, and just ah?
Yep.
Or okay, yeah, sure. I mean, color spray has like a range on it. You could just maybe be like out of striking distance.
That's not what Toby would do.
All right. hit me. Let's see what color spray does.
He's gonna command
WWTD.
in the monster card. Yeah, there you go.
So what's your save on that? What do I have to roll here?
Yeah, you don't roll.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a save.
Do I roll?
You need
Die roll.
to do a will save.
What's your DC?
What's your DC?
I am looking for that right now.
Booble Snoobs.
Okay, wait. This is an important question. Are you coming up on the left or the right?
So from the way that you're facing, if you are here, the back of the mirror is here, and we're here. Gengal and the mirror monster are here. I'm here. Astrid was here and has bolted.
Actually, Astrid was on the other end.
Other end? So yeah, so me, Astrid, Chaos. Left, right from your perspective. Where you going?
Even right.
Right?
On left.
Oh, okay. Even right?
So
So
right.
towards me.
Yep.
Okay, so you just saved yourself getting color spray.
Do I?
Congratulations, because that's a cone.
So I still have to roll,
It is
right?
indeed a cone.
Okay, so
I mean, Astrid's gone, so yeah, you and the monster.
Spell save is a 13.
13 will? Or dex?
is that it's a
DC.
will save.
Oh, it's a will save.
Okay, 13, huh?
You got this. Okay. Okay.
Really? Is it that high?
This is why you don't name your dice.
The
Because
fuck?
then it's really sad when you have to kill them.
I'm gonna fucking murder all these dice.
Okay, let's hope it's a 2 or a 1.
Neither one of those things.
It's a 7. So that's a 17 total will. So your spell goes off into its back, which might as well be its face with all the eyes. And for a moment you feel some slight glimmer of hope as its eyes sort of wince and recoil, and then they just sort of blink and then focus on you.
Cool.
Oh.
What happens to Gangal?
Oh.
Nothing, actually, because he heroically ran into the 5-foot space right next to it. The cone starts at the monster, and then
Oh, he
shotguns
stood
out.
right beside it.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Oh, and Gangal's saved
Interesting.
from being blind.
If we had our wits about us, we would know that you didn't do that on purpose.
Nak, I would totally do that, except I've had these dice for a while, and they haven't let me down till this game.
I don't know. I
Whoa.
feel like they've let you down a few times.
Okay, the dice
This
that,
game.
the dice
this
that
game.
come with luck, those are no. You can't buy those and expect them to work. That's manufactured luck. It's got like Razadine in it.
Man, I'm gonna get like
got
so much
phosphate.
incense and like rosemary and just like fucking just toss shit on it, just like bad juju out.
If you're gonna rub your dice in herbs, you shouldn't do that. If you're gonna rub your dice in herbs, rub them in thyme because you could smell that shit. It's good. It's good. It smells good.
So, we go down the list to from an 8.
I've tried. Let's see. Well, let's check out my spell list. I don't have one. Okay.
Welcome to 3.5, otherwise known as Wizard Edition, where if you have half a brain, you can do everything everyone else can as a caster. Unfortunately, Toby has no brain, therefore can do nothing that anyone
Right on
else
par with us, though, so that's
can.
good.
Yes, that's right. I don't know. I feel like you guys have stabbed some stuff.
I killed a thing one time.
Hey, I remember that.
I killed a
I did
couple people
too.
with a gun.
I mean, no, I didn't. You don't know that. All right. I don't think it's been long enough. It hasn't been an entire day.
No, not since you last turned into a cloud of
Yeah.
smoke.
Yeah, I will just,
If you turn into a cloud of smoke this time, I can accurately tell you it is not a good thing.
I'm not gonna leave.
You have to.
I'm frightened. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, you do have to get the fuck out of there.
It's okay.
can I attack it at a penalty? Is that a thing I could do?
If it was getting in your way or somehow you
That's
could-
right. Okay, yeah.
If there was some reason that you thought you could not leave
Unless I did, yeah.
unless you attacked.
Okay, then yeah, I will just run then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run.
At least Toby tried to help you.
I will run and then attempt to hide.
He did.
If that works out.
So
he didn't help you, but he tried.
enter the hall, which is what's your speed?
It's regular 30.
Okay, cool. So that's enough. So after about 30 feet, you enter the hallway, which is a little darker than the rest of this, and so with the gloom, you can attempt to hide.
I'll totally
Go for it.
hide. Because it's scurry in here. Oh, that's okay. Alright.
Oh, hey, there's the guy. There's the thing.
24.
Okay.
True to form, nothing useful.
Okay. We go down
Yeah.
to the beast.
Abuse.
Come on, that's a little presumptuous. Alright.
I wonder who he's gonna kill first.
not
Is it gonna be me or Toby?
So,
He just walks you like an animatronic robot, takes you over and keeps you alive and walks you over there.
that was one version of this monster that could have done that. This one
Oh boy,
does something different.
good.
I can't wait.
So, I tried a few different versions of this before.
Knack, I could. I don't know any shaman though.
This version that was maybe not going to entirely destroy the party, but we'll see today, this time. So
No, that's what it was a lead-in. You had to lead it. Come on.
yeah, that's good. I really do need those little blocks from Law and Order. Just dum dum.
Yeah.
I'll see if it's in the budget.
The eyes of this creature, the maddening, just the eyes, they all begin to focus on you. And as they do, the mouths that until now had been sort of trying to grasp at you, close and tighten. And you see with this sort of numb detachment that they all seem to tense up at the same time. And then open
Yeah, right.
as a sonic blast ripples out towards you.
Oh, pop rocks. It's pop rocks.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need you.
Oh.
Astrid, I think, just barely got out of range.
Okay, cool.
With running. So,
Astrid's fine.
so I'm gonna need both of you to make a reflex save.
Okay. Well, that's
And if you have anything against area effect stuff, this would be the time.
Ooh, actually, I am not a high enough level rogue, I don't think. Nope.
Uncanny dodge.
Yes, that is ridiculous that you have uncanny dodge.
Okay, so does that?
Yeah, the barbarian has uncanny. I think it's great, but also before I have uncanny dodge. That's okay. My reflex save is all right, I think, but I don't
You need to get
know.
on his level.
Get on my.
We are on the same level.
Let's double check here because I want to make sure.
We're just not taking the same classes.
You have a chance
He's doing night school. I'm not.
to
I'm
not
slacking.
immediately die. So
Second level barbarian. I retain my dexterity bonus to AC. So never
that
mind.
is not. Yeah, I
It's
thought
not
that
the
might
same
be-
thing.
Oh, that's right.
Sorry.
We did this
That
3
is
months
not
ago. We had the
evasion,
same
yeah.
conversation. I remember that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Evasion is the one you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yep.
So give me that dex save. Apply a -2.
So long.
God rest your soul.
I'll get a -2 too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
So what'd you get
16.
total?
Yeah, with the
Okay.
-2.
Cool.
I got a 10.
Cool.
So before Gangal dies, there's this picture. Yeah, it's really nice. He's at
Oh, look at
5
that.
hit points right now.
That's not what he looks like at all. He looks really mean in that one. He's not. He doesn't look really mean. He looks really scared.
Knack, I wish I could say that I don't want him to,
Please don't die.
but he's gonna.
Well, you said please. Did you say please to the monster? I don't know if you did.
Please don't kill me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm really scared.
Knacker's right about manners. Maybe we just haven't shown manners to the monster yet, and so they're not reciprocating.
Oh, so it will then manifest politeness.
Yeah. It'll get a bow tie and a little tux, and have a little towel over its arm, and it'll say, "Oh, of course."
Oh dear me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we're all
Cool.
shit posh. So
So what happens?
So, the wave hits you, and you take 19 points of damage.
what happened to me?
The blast, I'm assuming you're down to -10.
Oh, I'm past that.
Oh no.
The blast hits you, and you seem to evaporate in its. Toby is the only one that sees this.
Also, I don't see this.
You are running away.
Right, that's true.
So, Gangal is immediately evaporated in this sonic blast that carries forward, demolishes the statues behind him,
Whoa!
and then continues into the tunnel and hits you for half damage. So you take 9 points of damage. Sonic
I'm
damage.
also in the negatives.
You are blown. Let's see.
Sweet, before I die.
Yeah, you're blown. No.
Wait, you only took subdual damage, didn't you?
I rested and then got right back down to where I was at 7. So I'm at -2.
So the blast before you fade into unconsciousness sends you flying forward 40 feet, and you roll into a heap and crash near the exit of the door.
Nice. That sucks, but I'm
That
just,
also would have been what happened to you if you did not just explode. So
There's bits of you that made it that far.
There's no bits.
there are no bits.
So, Toby, you see every mouth on this thing open at the same time and just shatter Gangal in front of you, shatter the statues, and then send something you assume to be...
Quick now. Been so long, you still can't get it. Jerry, it's Jerry.
Jerry.
It's Jerry.
Jerry flying into the darkness.
Oh no, you...
Jerry?
You got. Oh!
You guys are so specious.
Luckily, I got my monk ready.
Woo!
Oh.
So,
As
Wow.
the DM chuckles. I think we're gonna die.
Just see a heap of what is
take
my
you out of
body just hit a
rotation
wall.
There, true. Sorry. Astrid does something out of the view of all.
I'm glad I came to this game.
Yeah, me too.
5 minutes in.
Oh yeah.
To be fair, it wasn't as dumb as the thing that resulted in fucking Ryan's first character death.
I got
So,
squished.
yeah.
You got
buddy.
squished. It was very
By the
anticlimactic.
boot.
Yeah.
Fucking Ryan, we come back up to you. You're right next to this thing that has just evaporated your friend. Well, your companion. Well, your captor.
Essentially.
At least the guy that punched me is dead.
Now,
Says out loud.
you have
Demon's
one,
like, yeah.
You have
Bye, Knack.
one.
Aww.
Sorry, buddy.
Aw.
We'll see ya. Hope you enjoy. So you have one piece of solace, and that is that without any of these other potential predators here, you now only have to worry about the one, and it's just you and your finely honed Teverin reflexes and instinct against this beast from beyond.
Fuck that, I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay, so here's the one problem. You are standing right next to it, which means that if you try to sprint out of here, you're going to trigger an attack of opportunity. However, if you don't, then you can only move 30 feet, because you'll move 5 to get out of its attack range, and then 30 for your movement.
Or on
So,
and then
I'd
it's
still be in range of that sonic.
oh, it
blast.
would definitely be able to hit you with that if you.
oh yeah, totally.
All right, Toby.
So if I went into a full sprint to get out, would I be out of its range or no?
What's your speed?
Let me check running rules because it's a little weird for D&D, but
It's usually just double.
well, it can be. You can do a double move, but if you're like sprinting and charging and all those sorts of things, you get extra movement.
Yeah,
but
it's
you
like
have to go in a
specific.
straight line.
And then there's the run feed on top of that, which is
Yeah.
like I can walk 30 feet or I can run 200.
Yeah, yeah.
What do I
Run-
choose?
Oh, it's broke.
Funny.
It's broke. It's broke. It's
What do I,
broke.
what do I choose? What do I choose?
No,
Do
it's-
I just want to like briskly walk to the objective, or do I want to just appear there?
Dude, endurance, run, and charge all together. You just
You literally just become the Flash, like
yeah, you just buy a hat with some horns on it and you lean your head down.
choo choo.
That's it. That's all you just become a freight train. It's great.
Ramming speed.
It's great. Fucking ramming speed.
Okay,
Oh,
so
the one time we needed it, the ship got stuck.
if you decided to just run in a straight line out of this room, you would be able to go, well, I believe, if I'm reading this is correct, just outside of its range. You think. You're not sure. But based on what you saw and how far the concussive blast went, you suspect that is the case.
So, since I'm unconscious and no longer technically attempting to hide, if he ran past me, would he see
He
me?
would 100%
cool.
trip right over.
That's great. Kick my body on the way out.
You take 2 points of damage.
Oh,
God damn it.
So
just floating above my body.
So,
like, fucking
if
Toby.
you did that, you would be incurring an attack of opportunity. And
I feel like I'm going to get attacked one way or another.
it's
That's
entirely
true.
possible.
Yeah, no, you're gonna die
Who knows?
anyway, so
Have you tried manners?
yeah.
Have you tried apologizing?
I've been trying to
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry my friend held the scroll up. I didn't have anything to do with it.
The 10-year-old blubber like.
You want to see a magic trick?
Oh wow. You know what we haven't actually done that might help? Making a deal with it. I mean, I'm unconscious, so I would totally make that deal if I was conscious. I'd sell all you
Brian,
fuckers out.
what number are you?
I am
74?
everything.
Do you want to bet?
6'11".
You mean 6'10"? Your microphone's not even on.
What?
You gotta be fucking
Am I
joking.
spacing out?
It has full battery.
What?
Fucking. Anyways, here's 2 for you.
No,
just
that's-
upcoming.
For sure.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so what's going on? What are you doing?
Mid-show technical difficulties. So, for those of you just tuning in, I guess fucking Ryan has not actually been talking this whole time, huh?
No, he can still be heard.
Oh, he can?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Well, good. I'm happy to hear that.
So what you doing? What you doing?
So I shouldn't even have my mic, do I?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, apparently they can't hear me anyway.
No, they
Alright, so
want to
from-
hear you. They want to hear what happens.
Yeah. So, while he's doing
very
his thing,
curious
he
as
just
to
like.
what happens.
Sorry, I adjusted yours.
Blitz and a half. All right.
So
that way or this way?
that way.
Okay.
That sucks. I feel like I'm going to get attacked one way or another.
It's possible anything could happen. This beast is something
Good.
which you do not understand. So its motives and
Nope, you're
thoughts
fine.
might be entirely
Just leave it like that.
Chill,
I'll fix it.
unexplained.
Yeah. So what you doing? What you doing?
I'm
Either
dead
way,
anyways.
you don't have a lot of time to decide because this thing did just obliterate your friend, captor, person. It really was like the scene in Watchmen where Manhattan just like poofs that
And just-
guy. Yeah,
Rorschach.
I'm
poor guy.
Not as much of a spider though.
bucket.
Run!
I'm running
Running?
for it.
Bye!
All right, buddy.
Your AC is what? 17. That's not bad. That's good. That's pretty great. That's impressive for a shitty magician.
Thank you for armory.
Yeah, right. You're the one person who decided to continue wearing the thing.
I need to be protected.
Toby, I'll see you in hell.
How many hit points do you have right now?
Yeah, it's 15.
Oh. No, currently?
I have 14.
Ooh.
Oh yeah,
You got hit by a rock.
and I punched him in the eye.
Yeah, and that.
As you start to run by this thing,
Oh my fucking god.
it hauls back, and you realize that when it screamed, or whatever it did, it completely demolished the scroll that was in front of it. It moves its arms back, and as if an afterthought, you run by, and the mouths just latch onto you. I'm going to need you to make either dexterity or strength-based check.
Oh, both of those suck for you.
No, his dex.
my
Oh, your dex is
awesome.
good? All right,
I mean,
Tev.
look at it.
You're a Tavern. Oh, it's there! Wow, that is good.
-2 for the shaken.
Your wisdom is 9? Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
So 12.
That is just barely enough.
Oh!
So,
I love that we're ready for you to live right now.
the mouths begin to, like a lamprey's, just latch onto your flesh and dig through your clothing and tear at you. And you are, with a last burst of speed, able to tear yourself off of them. However, it is not without cost. You take 7 points of damage.
God damn.
Seven's not dead.
7's not dead.
Seven's not dead.
19 is though.
Yes, it is.
And you begin sprinting full tilt out of this building. Give me a dexterity save, or a reflex, rather.
Nat 1.
Give me a fortitude save.
Oh boy. It's not a 1.
10.
Okay, that's enough. This would have been really ignominious if you had actually.
That would've been-
Okay, so
almost got out.
you are sprinting full tilt, such that you only notice the crumpled form of your friend at the last minute, and attempting to jump over him and slow down, you instead jump, clip him with your foot, and plow face first into the ground, taking 3 points of damage.
That's what you get.
That's what you get, fucker. Maybe
You're
not right with this
Yeah, I was
monster.
gonna say that's a sharp base.
You get to play the game now.
I don't know if I get to play the game now.
No, you get to play the game.
The game?
The game.
The game.
The game that the Gangal has been very well acquainted with.
Oh,
Me and Jeff know
no.
this game well.
You're right. This has never happened to me.
It's time for the death saving throw. Roll.
Will he live? Will he die? Find out now.
What am I trying to make here?
So, Gangal, do you remember?
It's a D10.
Oh, it's a D10.
Of course he
Okay, D10. Got it.
You gotta roll a 1.
I need to roll a 1.
A 1.
What?
You
Really?
have a 10% chance of awakening and stabilizing.
Nope.
Okay, you are down to -3.
Sweet.
He's gonna make it, guys. Wait, you're almost at the door, right?
Oh,
yeah, no.
right the fuck
I'm
there.
right there because I got fucking pounded into the wall next to it. So yeah.
Hey, cool. Guess who's right there with you?
Tobers?
Yeah.
That's useless.
Just about.
Because you tripped over me, you might give me a second thought.
So, you maintain your current status as a limp basket of potatoes. So,
That's what you turn into.
It's true. Yeah, yeah.
as
It's got a
the
bow.
only
It's a nice bigger
conscious
basket.
one that is in the area. You hear the sound that you were so frightened to hear once more. This horrible screech come from this creature. But you don't feel the concussive blast coming this way as it did last time when you saw it tear apart Gangal and just obliterate the room in front of it. For whatever reason, it is not shooting it directly at you guys. So, we continue on to Toby's turn.
Is Astrid still running?
Astrid is doing things outside of your view.
That's out of my closed eyes.
Out of my non-existent.
I think it's
Can't see what's happening.
The spirit of game goes just like
that's cool. That's chill.
just sitting there popcorn with Jeb, just like not gonna make it. We're gonna go to a new edition.
So Toby's picking himself up. He looks over. Oh fuck. Oh, it's Quinn now.
No, it's Jerry.
Oh yeah!
Change
Jerry!
it. Retype it. Change everything. I'll erase in here. It's Jerry now.
Oh shit. Looks back at the monster. Looks back at.
You can't really see it from here because of the darkness in the hall and your just general like overwhelming fear.
Me.
But you can feel it. It's still there.
No! Oh, it's going to suck. Okay.
Why are you using a D?
What are you doing?
I'm gonna put you out of your misery.
Cool. So we get to make new characters.
Where's your head?
Do you have your new character made?
No.
You didn't think you're gonna die?
I've got like 4 for 5th edition.
We'll just adapt it to 3.5. There you go.
So,
Toby, what are you doing?
he's going to go and try to do a heal check to try to stabilize him.
Okay.
Alright. Trying to hit what you think is my heart, even though I've said so many times.
And it's
I
his
don't
leg.
have organs. Yeah. Wow.
1
That is indeed a 1.
on a creature that you don't even understand.
Just
What
like
do you
just
need?
hitting my form.
You go to do something to him,
CPR.
and you pull back your arms to thump what you assume is its rib cage, and you instead lean forward too far, hit the wall, bounce your hands back, and just right into your own head. Quicknav remains unstabilized.
This is the best thing.
Drag the body away.
Nah.
I can't do that. I'm sorry, Giggle. I can't do that.
It goes in your head forever now.
Lift him!
With these,
Floppy cat hands.
they're good
No.
for not carrying.
These delicate fingers. Alright.
I just polished my nails.
I just had a manicure like 3 days ago.
How? We've been with you for 3 days.
Okay.
He was secretly giving himself a manicure. We just didn't know it.
That's
There
what
was
he was doing the whole time you guys were in prison, was just his nails.
You got some really good benefits.
Ooh, they're
on
sharp
that
now.
ship.
Yeah.
So, we go back to Quignev.
Alright.
Roll that d10, buddy.
I tried.
Oh, that's not a 1.
You're down to -4. Alright.
Chugging that choo-choo right here with me.
Once again, you hear that shriek, and the building seems to shudder for a moment.
Oh.
So does it sound like it's coming closer?
No.
Okay. Oh fuck.
It's much worse.
We're
It's
gonna
so
open the
much worse.
gate. If you
It's your
survive
turn,
this, you better
Toby.
leave the universe, because this is all your fault. If we all die, it's your fault.
Hey, I heard that you guys were looking for someone to explore other universes. Sign me up.
This one's a little too for me right
This
now.
one's a little filled with eldritch demons for me. I'm gonna go.
Alright, what are you doing? He looks at my faceless face and just goes, like, just fucking runs.
You're leaving him?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, yeah. Toby shot me once. We did not see this coming.
Hey, you got any extra character sheets? You should go ahead and start
Oh, that's a good,
converting one of yours.
that's a good idea. Yeah, that's good.
Because I got a monk.
I hear that there's this robot that is still around.
Yeah, he'll steal the ship.
So Toby begins sprinting down the elaborate exterior of this building, blind panic, and you see somewhere in the distance what you think is Astrid and the lizard shaman's hand just on Astrid's head. It's far away, but not so far that you can't make out these details, and you don't exactly know what's going on.
He explodes her head, doesn't he?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
All right,
We'll also wait until you're there.
Quick Nev, you've got a chance.
A 1 in
Gotta
10
roll
chance.
a 1.
All right, cool. 7. It's
Was
a
it a
0.
7?
It's a 0.
Oh,
So it's
jeez,
10.
The other
Yeah.
end.
The exact other end. Yeah.
The exact opposite.
I shouldn't play craps either, but yeah.
Got some others here if you want some.
Ryan,
No. Those are
As
first dice.
Toby continues
Ryan's
to
touched that
run,
one too
I'm
much.
assuming. You feel the ground shiver. And the metal around you, the giant obelisks that have been sort of like escorting this pathway down, shiver in response as if there is some sort of frequency that is hitting them in just the right fashion.
No. Nope. That's a lot of nope.
We're back to you, Quick Niff.
All right, so I'm at...
I'm going to be a Mega Charizard.
You're going to be Mega Charizard?
You're gonna play a Kobold Sorcerer with
Yeah.
some good transfiguration feats. Is that?
Oh! I thought it was a 7. It is not. It is a 1.
Quagnev, you wake up.
Sweet. What am I
As
hit?
you look, you see the faint figure of Toby in the distance running. And you turn back to look down the hall and feel nothing but terror.
Okay.
You are no longer panicked because you were unconscious. But you
I tried.
Cool. All right.
So, here's the deal.
Yes.
Because you are stabilized but still in negatives.
What am I-
Still,
What am I at?
You're at 0.
you're
Zero.
at 0.
Okay.
But because you're at 0,
Yes.
you can make move actions. If you take any more than that, you'll take a point of damage.
Right.
Go back
It's either one action or a move action or just move actions.
You do either a move action and nothing happens to you,
Or standard action.
or a standard action and bad things happen to you.
All right, that's
Yeah.
right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, my turn is stabilizing, right?
No,
I-
I'm going to say you stabilize at the beginning of your turn.
Okay.
You can continue.
So if I did a heal check on myself,
Uh-huh.
does that count as a standard action?
Yep. Anytime you roll dice, basically.
Right. Okay.
You feel
Well,
being all spirit
let
go,
me
get
see
out.
what I have in my magical bag of
out.
bullshit.
I hope to God it's a fucking health potion.
Get out.
I don't have one of those.
Get out.
So what I'm gonna do is
Seriously, that movie called Get Out?
It's so good. Get Out is so good.
I keep wanting to watch it. I just
Please watch it.
I
It is
really
like the slump of horror movies we all feel of just like, oh yeah, it's another resurrection house haunting thing. Yeah, it's a genuinely good horror movie. It's like it's actually good. It's original. It's fucking hilarious. I wonder how many credits are on that credit stick.
not enough to save you here, buddy.
That's very true.
Throw money at it.
Oh shit! We do have some good stuff. It's on the ship. Yeah, it is on the ship. I'm glad I kept. Oh, there it is. Medkit on the ship.
It is.
It is on the ship. Yeah, I'll get up and attempt to run away as fast as I can without
All right.
killing myself.
You start hobbling down the ramps of this building,
Cool.
and you notice that it is starting to shiver as well.
All right.
Toby, you finally begin to get close to where the lizard shaman is, and it raises one hand above you, and you see rippling waves of energy begin lancing out of its hands and into the ceiling right behind where you were. Rocks begin to fall down behind you.
I'm not gonna get trapped. This is amazing.
What do you do, Toby?
This is so good.
I'm going to keep running. Because I don't want
Obviously,
to
yeah.
up at me.
As you run past the lizard creature king, the guards with him appear to move in your direction, but one of them sort of like and at them, and then they just stop and return their attention to the building that you just left, and you just sprint right past.
Kind of like that guy in Get Out.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep going. Yeah.
I'm just looking at like Ferris Bueller.
He was a
trying to
machine.
get Back home.
You hop a fence. There's a couple lizard ladies sunbathing.
You smash through some shrubs.
You accidentally ruin your best friend's car, and he has to confront his father about
Who gets
it.
I did happen to see
Pretty
my
much abused.
dad in another car.
Are you talking about the movie still or Toby?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No,
yeah,
his dad beat
backstory.
the shit out of him.
Oh, yeah, clearly.
That's why he has depression.
Yeah, like Ferris Bueller, clearly just an illusion, not a real person. It was just his sick daydream of having friends. So sad.
Because he always just wakes up and his dad just like starts the day off with a good beating.
Stare at the card, so nice. Burr, burr.
It's better than you.
Yeah.
Damn.
The 80s were loose, is a word for it.
So were the 90s. 90s were kind of loose. Compared to what...
So what's happening?
Anyways.
So, you all hear one more shriek, and the metal around you, you can see you in particular, because Toby has
Gone.
now.
I have left the building.
You can see the obelisks begin to not only shiver, but small droplets begin to roll down from the top and drip to the ground.
Okay.
It is your turn.
All right. So can I see the end of the opening?
You can, because you can't move as fast as Toby was. You still have some ways to go. You're still in the courtyard area, so to speak, of this structure. So you've got a little ways to go, and you can already see some of the larger boulders starting to collapse down, heaps of dust flying everywhere.
All right. I will stop and turn around.
Turn around.
Okay.
Every now and then I make a really bad decision that gets my character killed.
Turn around.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back.
Okay.
I'm going back.
Cool. Toby, we go back to you. Do you just keep sprinting through Lizard Town?
Where's the drill? Is back there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavily guarded.
No.
No.
There's a lot going on right now.
They have not been guarding that thing since, like, the beginning of when I mentioned it to you. They led you guys here to this giant, horrible place. They told you to go, and they lost interest in the drill well after they used it for its purpose, and now it's like, alright, well, now we have this new sculpture, I guess. I don't know. We'll build a fountain around it.
If you want to take that drill out, get some cash, get your ship, and leave.
I guess I'm just going to start taking that little arc right towards the drill.
Okay. As you do so, Astrid seems to collect herself and starts like jogging up to you, as four-legged creatures do. They jog. That's something quadrupeds
I
do.
was like, fancy.
It's like gallivanting.
It's definitely not a prance, as scared as she is. And she goes, yeah, he read my mind, and so he's not taking any chances, but he didn't seem to mind if we took the drill. Where's everyone else?
Dead.
Cool, let's go.
Technically.
We'll see.
Okay.
No, I mean, technically, he thought you were...
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, yeah, that's what he thinks.
Hey.
Yeah,
You walk back.
There ain't no way
Assuming
he's
you
coming back
continue
from
walking back.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna die. I want to see what happens.
Cool. Yeah, you walk back into the room as you guys jump into the mining machine. We just see everything sort of like cutting at different dramatic points as you re-enter the hallway, noting with some like vague, what's the word when you're like paying attention but not really.
Oh.
This you notice something, but it doesn't matter too much to you at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the walls are also starting to very clearly melt.
Those statues got destroyed, right?
Yeah.
The walls were made of
Is the mirror
chocolate.
still there?
We'll see when you get there.
Cool. All right.
So you guys pile into the drill, which is a little awkward for Astrid being a quadruped, and immediately look at the controls. And I hope to God one of you has some sort of technology-related anything.
Not a single character in this campaign took anything technology related.
Let's take a look.
Not a one of us.
If it
And
was
had it.
magic.
I thought ride was drive.
Oh, you know what? Astrid took computer use.
Okay.
Oh,
So
saving
Astrid did
grace!
learn. Never mind.
All right, get your
And
paws
Astrid
up there.
rolled a 21. So,
She's like,
Get out. Yeah.
Astrid, after a moment
She
of
knows how to
scanning the drill, proceeds to tap what appears to be a touch screen a couple times, and you see what looks to be in basic just a set of different coordinates, and then tapping the first one at the very bottom of the list, the drill immediately turns on and begins driving through the channel that you could have seen created as it made its way in. She closes the door, pulls out her Eigenharp, and just sort of starts idly playing.
How badass.
Oh, wow.
All
You
right.
must have been able to operate these.
So
before.
how did they die exactly? I don't like to think about that thing, but what happened?
Well, Jerry got obliterated.
Who's Jerry?
The four-armed Jerry.
Huh.
He got and then the other Jerry, he
What disrespectful.
he was dead.
Gangel's trying
I
really
was,
hard to like strangle.
running by, tried to give him CPR.
Goes
but
just like the
found
lights
out
when you walked
he
in,
wasn't
just like trying to grab it.
using
It just
a
go through your
life
hands.
form. So I could only assume that he was just dead, and I ran for it.
After gets his phone call,
As
I'm
you
totally
say-
not dead.
As you say, he's dead. We pan to you walking into the light of the room. The statues, which were once standing mostly intact, you can tell have been almost entirely shattered, and even now are dribbling as if liquid mercury, just like melting into the floor.
Okay.
The door would be open.
As you look up, you notice that the light has changed from the pale whitish blue that was illuminating everything in this building to an almost purple light. And as you continue to look up, you see that the mirror has been, instead of being destroyed like everything else was, it appears to have been flattened against the ground. And ahead of you
All it took.
is a hole that has been carved where the door was.
Okay, so you said the mirror is flattened. Flattened in what way? Like it's
As if it got just like,
knocked over?
yeah, so torn out of the metal roots.
And then just... Can I attempt to... if I do anything...
Anything that requires a roll, but
walk right over the mirror. I'm going through that door.
okay, you continue to do so.
Yeah.
You enter the large chamber that you were able to see through the glass paneling or whatever it was, transparent paneling. And you see the massive ring that dominates the center of the chamber. And in front of it is this creature. And its mouths are opening and closing in what you assume is speaking. But the moment you try to understand what it's saying, you don't have ears, but if you did, they would be bleeding.
Okay.
You see it lift its arms up, and you can't quite make out from where you are, but it looks as if its eyes are centered on the ring.
Okay.
Yeah, we go back to you guys. The drill is just motoring along at a really good clip. You're getting past a lot of the terrain and stuff that you guys were in before without too much issue. Being enclosed, you actually go through the gas clouds that you went through without any problems.
Wonderful. This is nice. Is there like a espresso machine or?
Make me a perception check.
Wow. Heal me? No. Look for espresso machine? On point. Wow.
That'll be just an 18.
Okay. No, there's not a fucking espresso machine, you idiot. It's a fucking drill. At best, with an 18, you're able to not hit any buttons that would fucking turn it off.
Okay. Fair enough.
Is this the milk foamer? No, probably not.
I wonder if this is best known.
Going through the lizard civilization.
Drinking a nice cup of tea? Yeah.
You do see in the rear view as you drive off that the last of the stones have crashed down, sealing the entryway into this cavern.
Well, thank God I got out of there.
Astrid immediately shoots you. No,
That'd be great if Astrid was just like the secret agent, just like Landon Ironheart, just like shoots you in the chest and why? I got what I needed.
I got the drill and I got my way out.
Really though?
Me and my two characters are the only ones that survived.
That would be great.
It's the both times she's not even here.
The rest of the campaign is just Nihilism Raptor playing both characters by herself while you guys just sing. It's just...
I got a new character. Yeah, it's dead. Oh.
Shoot out the airlock.
Get out.
We've had that many a time. Getting almost shit out of an airlock. Several times.
Saved our asses more than one.
We go back to you. Despite the terror-inducing nature of this situation, not a lot happens for a little while. And over time, you actually begin to kind of get used to the sound or unsound of this thing as it just wails at this ring. The walls are still kind of melting, but not as bad as they were before, and it seems to be sort of solidifying again and smoothing out.
Okay. I will walk closer to the thing. It's just like the giant ring in an open space, right?
Yeah, it's just like a little circular area, and then the ring in the very center, and then a larger circular area.
How far away from the ring is this thing?
15 feet.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll walk into. Well, it has like a 360 view anyway, but like I'll walk like not between it, but like onto the side of it where it would clearly be able to see me, and just sit down, just observe. When it sees me, does it react in any way?
No, the eyes lock onto you as you walk by, but then they return to the ring if they can.
Yeah, I just sit down.
Okay. You do so. You continue to watch as this being from beyond continues to speak into the ring.
Cool.
Is the ring doing anything?
About 30 minutes passes.
Wow.
So You having fun there, buddy?
Oh yeah, I've been very entertained. I am looking on Facebook right now.
You can't get a signal in the fucking caves, you imbecile.
It doesn't mean I can't try.
No,
So-
when the Wi-Fi disconnected, he had that 3/4 scroll that so you can look at the same thing over and over. It just doesn't keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's why I spent one of my magic feats on though.
Hotspot.
So after about half an hour, the drill has finally arrived back at the station where you guys first came.
And we haven't seen it in months.
Literal months.
Yeah.
Figurative.
After a short
Hours.
while, Astrid puts down the Eigenhart, hits a couple more things, and then the drill maneuvers itself onto the rails, and instead of driving as it was before, it latches on and begins to motor down the rails.
Whoa. We should have just stolen the drill.
Should have.
Gee.
Yep.
You mean you should have done the job you got hired for?
Yeah, I'm not really good with jobs and authority and such.
I followed you.
You did. And now you're poofed.
All your friends are dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, so you're living up to your thing.
I think the biggest insult is Toby lived.
It really is though. We all knew Astrid would be fine, but Toby should have died.
That is true.
Yeah.
The shitty magician lives.
All
To
because
horrify
you-
the next party.
You did a shitty magic show for a kid. Is why you lived.
Yep.
Wow. All right.
So, you estimate about 30 minutes has passed. You're not really sure, and it's easy to lose track of time. And honestly, after about this long, you were afraid at a bone level, and you kind of still are. But after this long of just seeing this thing chanting, you're not really quite as scared anymore. And maybe it's just because you've accepted your fate. Maybe it's just because...
Yeah, it's that deep down visceral fear that we all have. We just tend to ignore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you do notice is that a crackling begins to erupt along the ring now. And glowing sigils begin to... Basically, the metal begins to fade away into the shape of some of the sigils that you vaguely remember from the scroll. And they slowly begin to form, starting at the bottom and raising to the top.
Okay.
It's about another hour. So, Toby, you and Astrid arrive back at the station with the drill behind the initial rail car you guys took out.
Oh, nice.
As the drill comes to a stop, you see inside of the corporate mining facility, are a pair of security guards and what appears to be a officer you haven't met before.
Oh. Okay. I'll look out the window.
Astrid goes, so are you getting out, or is there something else to your plan other than run away?
Oh no, we're going to walk out. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Open fire! We got the drill back and we didn't have to pay for it.
Wow.
Corporations.
They would have brought more than two if that's what they were doing. So Astrid follows you and gets out as well, but because of the way that the car is structured, she opens the door and then kind of realizes that she would have to go all the way around and instead just waits for you to get out so she can get out the same side.
Nice.
The officer looks at you with some surprise and says, I have to admit, it's been I'm pretty sure a few days since you left, we kind of assumed you had all died.
It was a few days. Really?
Without contact, yes. Most of the time when that happens to our forces here, we anticipate the worst, and that's generally borne out to be the case. But you did it. You brought back the drill.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Are the rest of your people waiting for us to send back the cart? Should we?
Oh no, they're dead. But we'll yeah, that sucks. But yeah.
He's trying to hide his
back.
happiness.
The two evil people that were in our party are now dead.
Just like, oh yeah, they're dead. They're dead.
The officer sort of gives you like and then steps back and gestures to the guards and says, "You two, lead this man back to the conference room." And then he looks past you and sees Astrid and says, "And who is this? The officer on duty said nothing of whatever this is."
Oh, we found her in the cave. She's fine. She's with me.
Huh. Okay. Very well then. Escort the two of them to the conference room then. And the two guards, one is a Thrak, the other is, amusingly enough, your species.
We found your replacement.
Forgot.
Ghost?
Oh, he is as well a ghost.
That's good.
No.
Zarui. There we go.
Yeah.
They start leading you in a direction with a "right this way, sir" in basic. Okay. We go back to the chamber, and the ring has formed all of the sigils around it, and the lightning begins to crackle now deeper to the center, and a flickering sphere begins to open. And as it does, it begins to blossom outward. And rather than being a two-dimensional portal like you would assume based on the structure, it starts to open up into a dark sphere. Starting small at first, but over time it gets to be the size of the sphere, which is easily 40 foot in diameter, if not more.
Wow. Okay.
Once this happens, the beast pulls its arms down and then goes into the sphere and is immediately pulled into it.
Okay.
The sphere crackles silently, eerily for a moment.
Can I do something?
I don't know, you tell me.
Yeah,
What
I
are you
want
sitting
to.
on?
I want to get up and walk in.
Cool. So, I'm going to need a will save and a fortitude save.
Sure. Come on, October.
Bye.
Under
the couch.
I'm rolling. It's spacey, bouncy spaces. All right. So will save is 21.
Okay.
Fort save is 13.
Okay. You walk into the sphere, and you realize as you step through, you expected that maybe you would be going to another planet, maybe some sort of horrible hell realm.
Sure.
But it's much worse. As you exit, you see what initially you register as just absolute darkness.
Okay.
And yet you are able to tell that there are shapes in this darkness. And indeed you begin to feel as it starts to claw away at your body. Not as if something is clawing at you. It's as if simply being here is just tearing away your makeup, your being. For a moment, you look at the truth of this realm, and you are almost driven to an utterly suicidal, nihilistic point of no return. But you are just barely able to bring yourself back and maintain your very tenuous grasp on sanity.
Sweet.
You realize that this is not just some other realm. This is the realm, the end realm, where all things end, including space, time, and your entire understanding of a physical reality. The only thing that is keeping you together at this time is your sheer grasp of self. As you failed the fortitude save, you are currently taking only 1 point of damage.
Cool. So I'm in this. I will do what I conceptually think is sitting down.
Okay.
Because it's been my move. And then I will just sit in the resolve that I have done something that none of my people could have ever done exploration-wise.
Cool. Are you just going to continue to sit there?
Actually, no. You know what? I'll keep walking forward.
Okay. So let's get back to you.
All right.
Because that's going to go somewhere.
At least you lived.
I don't really know what living is anymore.
So, you and Astrid are led to a conference room that is not all too dissimilar from the lounge area you were brought to initially when you landed here. After a short while, the officer meets you again. And he says, yes, well, we have almost everything in order. Unfortunately, the officer on duty last shift when you were here, well, several shifts ago, I'm afraid there were no clear instructions as to your payment. I can put you up here until we're able to establish communication. However, he did go off-world to one of the nearby satellites to check on an operation there. I suspect no more than a day. In the meantime, your ship has been fueled, and we have readied some cases of medical supplies and basic rations. As for the rest of your payment, I'm not entirely certain what it is. If you'd like, you could simply wait here, and we'll of course host you for the day or so until we reestablish communication.
Is that a good idea or no?
To wait?
Astrid looks at you as you put a hand on your head and goes, "What?"
See, we know what you were doing. Astrid has no idea what you're doing.
And also, these two are nowhere near you.
Oh,
One being in the ethereal plane, and the other being in an altogether worse place.
Slightly worse circumstances.
Leave!
You know what? Fuel and food? Pay it enough. Bye. It's like, no, we'll wait.
You guys did enough for us. It's fine.
But it's not going to implode. Here's all the stuff that's on the ship, by the way. I don't need that.
Ooh. Sharp repair tools.
Yeah, you know, Astrid has computer use, so some of that might be useful.
Well, unfortunately, we've got a really tight schedule.
I'm not there, but if I were you, I would say fucking bluff Jack.
I don't know that that's a bluff, though. I feel like that's pretty honest. I mean, if I had a schedule like not dying in an apocalyptic eldritch swarm,
Yeah.
is maybe like,
Oh, you know, okay, yeah, you're right, legit.
yeah.
We, as in the collective universe, is on a tight schedule.
Can you hand me a
That's
pencil?
good.
So, if there's a way to
Just change.
transfer any funds electronically or do later communications.
Funds are only electronic.
Yeah. Yeah, we really need to get going.
He
Find
goes,
a way.
oh, of course. If you could just leave your service number.
Yeah.
Actually, of all of you,
He
Toby,
totally does.
only one
I totally forgot.
can pull this off.
I totally forgot. Oh my god, he's real. Wow, just wow.
Yeah, if you could leave your service number here, we'll of course whenever the officer on shift at that time comes back, we'll make sure everything gets straightened out with you. Yes, of course.
Well, thank you. He leaves the information.
Okay, so you leave the information for your service number. Okay, cool. Just gotta 1 second here.
Whitney Wham Wham Wazzle. That is all I have to say.
Cool. So he nods and goes, "All right. Well, I suppose you two are free to go. Thank you, of course, for all your help."
Oh, of course.
Quick question: of the indigenous peoples, is there anything we should know?
Well, they're not advanced much, but they do have some sort of magical stuff. So I'd be careful in that manner.
Magical stuff.
In the art of Arcana, yes.
Fascinating.
Yes.
Hmm.
So,
Now, would you say that they are in line with the more traditional arcane schools, or are they strictly, shamans and the like, innate talents?
I would say more towards shaman, but they don't use magic as freely as we would in the more known worlds.
Fascinating. Well, we'll make a log of that. Thank you. All right. Well, the gentleman here will lead you to your ship, and we thank you for your service, both in the Navy and in assisting us.
In the Navy. Yep.
It's a popular song in your...
Yes.
Okay.
Just like the chant, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Astrid clearly just cannot wait to get the hell out of here. And so at the first opportunity, she starts speed walking alongside these guards, forcing them to kind of hurry up to keep up and guide her in this place that she's never been. We go back to you.
Cool.
So what is it you have in your mind as you start to walk? Do you have a destination, or what is it that you're trying to do?
My destination is I'm walking in the sense that I'm doing what I always do. I left my planet to continue forward past something, past what I know, and I will continue to do so in this realm. Just
Okay.
moving forward.
So give me another fortitude save.
Sure.
And you're going to be doing a fair amount of those, so just keep that die handy.
Cool. 16.
Okay. That is enough for right now.
Okay.
You're able to maintain your essence. So you realize after some time in which you are walking and yet you don't feel your legs move, that forward is perhaps a concept that doesn't exist in a world where up and down, left and right don't have any proper relative meaning. Just as you can't see with your eyes, you also can't feel with your mind.
Cool.
But you do know that something exists here.
Mm-hmm.
At least one something that you saw come in here,
Mm-hmm.
and probably many somethings based on what you experienced. So you realize that it's less about the concept of moving forward and more about the idea of what it is you want to move forward to.
Okay. I guess in a really like base sense, living forever. Just continuing in some form or fashion.
Okay.
Definitely not like to the like narcissistic of like I want to live as a being forever, but like against the belief of my entire planet of returning into a cycle, just continuing forever. Yeah.
Give me a intelligence check.
Absolutely. Straight check?
Yep.
Yeah. Nat 20. Plus 4.
That was unexpected.
Oh, shit! So there's a clear spot in this die.
What?
Like, this looks like matte on the outside, but there's one clear spot. I can see into the die, and it's right next to 20. That's cool. Anyway, go ahead.
Pretty rough. As
It's the little things, man.
As you exist, you realize that the nature of this realm, and in fact the truth that it is trying to teach you in a sense, is that existence is not a thing that can be made permanent, not at the very least in this realm,
Okay.
and not should this realm continue to do as it seems to intend, which is to devour. You come to realize that this place, it exists outside of what you would consider to be the traditional structure of the universe. You've heard in your travels that there are different realms, the ethereal realm, the different planes of existence. This is not one of those. And in fact, it is something that is wholly determined to be against those things, and is almost perhaps defined by its opposition to reality.
Okay.
And yet, as it exists to not exist, in a sense, you also understand the paradox that by devouring, perhaps you could, in some fashion, defy the reality of the universe you came from, and you could perhaps exist in perpetuity.
Then yeah, I give into that. I realize that I will give in to the one thing I know is forever, which is entropy, which is the devouring and desolation of everything eventually.
Okay.
So yeah.
You find yourself emerging and suddenly can see. And the hellscape that you initially thought you would be walking into is what you walk into now.
Okay.
The world around you is bleak and harrowing. The skies are dark and filled with a violet lightning that crashes, thunder that shakes your very insides. You look down at yourself and you see inky blackness dripping off as you realize that you are back in the real world. But this place is perhaps closer to the realm that you had just entered. as you look ahead, you see vague shapes fluttering through the clouds and across the rocky landscape. But there's one figure that appears to be a little more distinct than the others. It takes a moment, but it solidifies into what you believe is a hooded humanoid figure.
All right.
As you walk forward, ever forward,
Yeah.
it looks to you with the same eyes that the creature had. But rather than being covered, it's almost as if it were a compound eye made of just infinite of these smaller pupils.
Whoa.
And it says, "It has been long since my masters have had a new pupil. But perhaps you will do."
I do what I would believe is some form of respect. I will bow on bended knee and say, "Teach me."
And that's where we're ending for you tonight.
Oh, yeah! Yeah! Yeah, end it forever, sir! If you would help me, I wouldn't come back to kill you later, probably.
We go back.
I thought you died!
No, you got med kits and stuff. Go for that.
I'm going to use all of
Whole months. Just get drug out on your med kit.
them.
We go back to the ship. You are there. Astrid is there, roaming around, looking at things. And so is the robot.
The robot.
The robot.
Andy? No, not Andy. That was the other robot.
And.
And. There we go. Andy
I'm
was a
afraid I
different
can't
robot.
do that.
That's not my primary function.
And is standing by the cockpit and looks over you and Astrid and says, "And the others?"
Dead.
Disappointing. They were better conversationalists.
Can we go?
We totally were.
I don't want to be on this planet anymore. I really don't.
That is within my function.
Well,
The
I'm glad
ship
it is.
begins to rise from the docking bay and move slowly out.
We need to get it
And
unhooked.
You see a technician holding on to the side. Wait!
Your gas cap is still loose!
There's something really important I have to tell you. Whatever you do, don't.
Oh shit.
That's Toby just literally just does this.
Those were great maneuvers, weren't they?
Dreo?
Dryo.
What?
So as you know,
Dryel.
Dryo. Got it.
we're still gonna need a new character.
Oh, yeah, no, legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't run two campaigns. at the
Absolutely,
same
that's
stream.
fine.
Oh.
Oh man, are we gonna have a separate stream where it's just you?
God, I hope not.
Just me in the Godless Forever.
Uh,
You're like, I was right.
No, I can't do that.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay.
Oh.
Epic ending.
It's really just a podcast. You do that.
So how's being in Monster World? That's alright. You could cut in half and tentacle every day, but you know.
Hey, cool.
I can only come up with so much pseudo philosophy before a session.
Yeah, right.
So,
Oh man.
the ship exits the atmosphere, and says through the ship's intercom, "Where to next?"
Director.
Oh, so it's my choice?
Astrid looks around and says, "Yeah, don't I get a say?" And says, "Given the situation with the other members of the last crew being inactive, and with my general disinterest in making these sorts of decisions at the moment,
Yeah.
the decision falls to you, unless you make a dumbass decision. in which case I will be obliged to ignore it.
I will negotiate and give you a better option.
I miss And. I miss And a lot.
What options do I have? Can we pull up the star map?
It is the universe inside D&D. What options do you have? All of them. Pull up the star map.
Pull up the star map.
True, can we get that star map up?
Oh my god. I literally had everything closed. But
Yeah, turn your computer.
I mean, I can pull it up
No,
on
I
my
can-
computer, but...
hold on. I can get it. I can get it back.
Star
So
map?
those of you who are at home, just imagine a really cool star map, and not at all something that took me maybe 10 minutes on paint.
Wonderful.
Honestly, finding a good galaxy picture was harder than making the rest of this galaxy. Because there are a lot of shitty galaxy pictures out there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys, this is not entirely recent. So, you guys actually made a jump to the right, top right there. No. Go back down to the red dot where it says 1. Red dot where it says 1. So, over to the right. There you go. So, that's where you are. So, you are 2 jumps from Teveril, 3 jumps from... No, wait.
Arugula.
Thracian, and 2 jumps from Uagra.
Wagra.
Do we have any information on each of those?
You know what Teveril is.
Oh yeah, that's where
Teveril's your homeworld. Thracian is the capital of the CAP, and Uagra is the homeworld of these ruins.
Yeah.
You do not know what the black dots are.
Except for the one that you're on.
Right.
Yeah.
Not number 1. Yeah.
Wait a minute. We had a quarrel with the blue people.
We had a quarrel with the blue people.
No, you're from the blue.
Yeah, so
you're
the-
from the CAP. You used
Yeah,
to
yeah.
work for them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you could totally go back there and go, shit went rad.
Oh yeah. I guess go to the next planet that will take us closer to Teveril. So the one on the left from where that mouse is.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swear to God, if there is another Cthulhu monster in this one.
It didn't have to go that way. Honestly, there were a lot of different ways that could have gone. That was like the bottom of the list. But, you know.
I'm glad we picked it.
I'm glad I made the
All
bottom
I'm
list.
saying
Fuck
is
yeah.
maybe don't go back here.
Oh no. Oh, fuck that.
Ever.
Come back, it's an asteroid field. Ooh.
If anything, it's an actual black world.
Boy, I hope.
Quick Nev's just sitting in the middle of it just going, fuck you!
Boy, I really hope that all that happens in like 2 or 3 days. Because, you know, there's still that payment that's got to happen.
I like to get a couple drinks before the universe ends. Wow.
Well, that happened. Astrid plugs in the coordinates. We still got about 15 minutes, so we got enough time to get to this galaxy
Oh yeah.
system.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah.
Before we do that, though, any last thoughts on how we get to introduce your new characters? Because
I already have my new character already written out. If you want me to explain that to you.
maybe let's save it for when you actually get introduced. What about you, Quignev? You went through a bit from an 8. You know, you tried out this character. You got any ideas for what you're maybe gonna toss up next?
Yeah. Shittier stats.
Shittier stats.
I had like all I did was use my stats, and I ended up being the pupil of the old gods. So
Yeah.
it seems like a bad route for the next character. So it's just shittier stats, and that's all I got so far.
Cool.
A lot of 8s and 9s. That's what I'm going for.
All right.
Hopefully, I'll roll that.
I got really good stats this time.
You did. They're great. They're fantastic. So I don't know. Probably something with some magic in it, because wizards are broken.
That's true.
3.5.
Wizards are broken.
So brutal.
Wizards be where it's at. All right. You come out into a
It's show.
You actually flew into the sun. Good job.
There's a floating sign on an asteroid that says no karaoke.
Oh.
So you've got a few hours before you make it to the next point, but for once, the ship has food, it has medical supplies, it is stocked as well as one could imagine such a ship to be.
I want to heal up.
So
that's wonderful. Oh yeah, I'm going to heal myself like mad.
okay. So for the time being, just go ahead and put your hit points up to max, and we will go over how much stuff you have at a later date.
Okay.
After a few hours, the warp alarm goes off, and
Is that normal?
He asks, and is like, is that the normal?
step into the airlock and find out.
And
you
would
are
say that.
emerging from warp.
Oh. Okay. He like wakes up from his nap, gets himself all situated and ready to go.
Okay. The ship shudders as you do this and then stops.
Whew. I'm going to go up to the bridge. Or more like the cockpit, really.
Okay. You see Astrid already there, pointing at different planets. The cockpit is illuminated with a red glow, and you see on the sensors there are 4 planets listed, where the ship already appears to be accelerating towards one.
Which planet are we heading towards right now?
As you were indisposed, Astrid has asked to investigate the 4th planet in the system.
What's the 4th planet?
You may look at the sensor screen.
I look at the sensor screen.
You see a giant metal finger.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
The sensors don't detect anything out of the ordinary. There aren't any signals or anything originating at the planet. It does state that there are 2 moons, relatively small, that are on opposite ends, just rotating almost perfectly.
Why are we going towards this planet?
Astrid says, it was the closest.
Is it... Can any of these planets sustain life or give us the ability to breathe?
And says, we will have to get closer to them to find out for certain.
Okay. Is there any structures or spaceports, ships that are flying around in this galaxy?
The sensor panel seems to illuminate on the sign that says no signals.
Like a highlight, like I just told you.
Okay. That's fine. Whatever.
As you get closer to the system, or to the planet, further details come up. It appears that there is a trace atmosphere on this planet, and some sort of wildlife, but nothing terribly out of the ordinary or terribly interesting from up here.
least be able to try to breathe down here, but maybe not work out very well. Is the atmosphere safe enough for us, or do we have to wear spacesuits?
And states, unless you would like to suffocate within 5 minutes, I would encourage the use of rebreathers in spacesuits.
Okay.
You have exactly 2 of those.
One of which does not fit that 4-legged.
And Astrid could make that work. Astrid's been like standing on 2 legs sometimes, so.
I'm not sure that quadruped bodies are built quite the same way, but
They're not, but Astrid's like a Sphinx person, like, you know.
What if we just put her in a giant bubble with a smaller bubble for where her
Astrid
head-
then points at the star map and says, "Ooh, that one." It's fine.
Hey.
Astrid would do that.
Making decisions.
Yeah, something Toby could never do.
Just shut up, dead people.
He just says that out loud every once in a while. Shut up, dead people.
I guess there's really no point on being in this area. How about we start setting course to Tevril?
And says, "If you wish." And the ship begins to course correct away from the planet and start heading out.
My character's down here.
Wow.
You have no idea what I have playing with my character.
As
boy.
you fly
Oh, boy.
away, the planet extends an arm and goes, "Wait." I was True's new character.
Literally a
Oh, you're
planet.
broken as fuck.
Come support our tourism.
We need a magician.
We'll pay you in funnel cakes.
We're now playing Sim Park.
So that's what you want to do. Ultimately.
The promoters are struggling with coming up with a reason why anyone would want to visit this park. Roll a negotiation check to come up with a reason. Your luck is still terrible, huh? Have you ever considered getting dice that aren't terrible?
I got a 14 on that one.
Okay. So you have considered it.
That's a 10.
Didn't work out so well.
Just getting lower. All right.
I'm gonna roll a d12 just see what happens.
Well,
okay.
as the ship speeds away from the system, much to Astrid's annoyance, the stars begin to elongate, and then it pops into warp space. And that is where we are ending for today.
Oh.
Yay!
So,
that was fun.
Get ready for whatever the fuck's happening on Tevril.
I'm excited.
I'm as well.
So, a lot happened today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want your?
Yeah, no,
Oh, where's your box
little
at?
Gangal.
Where's your box at? I need to pick out a new one.
Yeah. There you go, buddy.
All right, thank you.
Good luck. Hope you find a mini that suits you.
I may not.
So, yeah, what have we learned today?
I learned that you should always start with manners.
Solid advice.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, look what happened to fucking Quinton when he just walked up there and was like, I got nothing against you, man. You do you. I will literally just sit here. And, you know, he got to become like a god.
No. At most, like the shitty servant of an ish god thing. Like I'm tentacle wiper number 47.
Every Every time a lion explodes, it's get quick now.
Got my trusty viscera rag.
What about you, Toby? You learn anything?
I found out that if you just say fuck everything else and run, you live.
That's a solid D&D lesson right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Fuck shit, run.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're going to get paid. We got a lot of shit in the shit.
Yeah. You got your life back.
And now I'm catting.
You're catting. You're catting, Captain. Ironically, the two cat characters made it out alive. Because of course they
The
did.
house cats win.
In your campaign, Guy on Couch, the two cat characters made it out. Scot free.
They did. It only gets worse.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll see. Maybe not. I gotta write up some stuff for Deborah, so let's see what happens.
Well, I have learned that I didn't really learn that much. If you persistently be an asshole forward, you'll get somewhere. But I have truly earned the title of Master of Curiosity now.
Yeah. No, if you roll a nat 20 on an intelligence check, you learn some shit. The DM is forced to tell you information.
You were Master of Curiosity. Now you're a shifting diplomat. But
Now you're
Master of Curiosity.
Yeah, no.
Now it's just. But let's say goodbye to Quivnev.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right.
You were the best of
Cue
us.
the
You were the
memory
worst.
slideshow.
Bye!
Bye, Ghost of Gangal.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I assume you people would have some like furry version of Valhalla.
Na-na-na-na-na-na.
You know what I mean?
We see Gangal being.
It's
run
literally
under
just
a
like-
giant shell.
It literally becomes like an arena. It's just like the Royal Rumble.
It makes sense. Eat, fuck, fight. Like that's.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
see Gangal fighting a bunch of weird little goblin things and losing.
Oh, sad.
We
Big
see
crushed under
Gangal
its shell.
getting attacked by a giant bird.
Just the Oscars music. Da na na na. Yeah.
We see Gangal just repeatedly punching Toby in the face.
Slow-
Multiple shots, different angles, just.
Slow motion, like the rosy outline. Yeah.
Him ripping his fur vest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've learned that no matter how much you try to amp up the tension, someone will completely undercut it and just turn around instead of walking out before they're crushed by rocks.
Thank you.
That's what I
Thank you.
learned. Well,
There's always that one PC.
always
true.
the one. We'll have to find out what happens to Quignev another time. But as for the adventures of Toby, Astrid, and whoever the fuck these two guys are playing next time, I guess you'll have to find out next time on the next episode of Crit Confirmed. Drew, do we got anything we should let them know about before we call this
Yes.
good night?
Yes. Star Wars is Monday nights. Sketchy Corner is Wednesday night.
Wendy's!
We
Wednesdays.
are currently working on the Naruto episode 6. We are bringing back some Mafia 3, and it's like after we finish Mafia 3, we're dropping in some more on-brand games. And lastly, the Patreon. I wanted to bring this up. We are starting that. It will be live on August 1st. We have a lot of great things. Some of the things to really look forward to is some early access, sneak peeks to what we're working on. We're going to be working on a lot more things. Get to game with us on like special streams that will not be like live or posted on
I might
YouTube.
one less button.
Huh? Also,
I know, right?
we will have a special live interview with the cast
You
of
would dive
us.
so fast. Yeah, that'll be fun. Live questions. Yeah.
Name and credits, first access to merchandise like our decals,
Whoa.
T-shirts that we'll be doing,
House it.
custom drawings for you guys, all access passes for scripts.
What?
What? You can write a line, voice a line.
Oh, that's actually really
They
fucking
haven't
cool.
even let me do that yet.
And
Why would they?
and at the very top tier, there's a special thing there that if you want to check it out on August 1st. Really big deal. If you're actually interested,
I'm looking at it. It's very special. It's weirdly special.
It's something else.
But anyways, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with that.
All right.
All right.
Well, we did it, everybody. And you know what? Not the entire party wiped.
Yeah,
No,
so we
TPK.
don't have to switch yet.
Yeah, true.
I know.
I
As much as I hate 3.5, I like playing the game more, so I played the game.
We were so close. All it
We
would
were.
have taken was Toby taking a little more damage. If I had just rolled a little higher on that face plant,
You've been wiped.
Killed me from
he would have just planted and broken his neck. And that's it.
On top of me.
You don't die from the monster ride.
I would've
You
woken
die
up.
from your trip.
You die from a guy laying on the ground.
I would have woken up to a dead Toby next to me like, you deserve that. And just
Don't
lay
I-
down and die myself.
Just use him as a pillow, just like, I'm accepting this.
Nice fluffy pillow. He'd hate this, that's why I love it.
So, okay, here before we go, because we are a minute over here. But,
Ooh, ooh.
what do you guys feel about time skips? So D&D is notoriously slow when it comes to progression.
It's true.
We play at a fairly decent pace, but you know it might be fun to explore some of the higher level hijinks. What do you guys think of once we hit a point where you guys are
Established.
enough to not be immediately dead the next episode? We maybe do a few, we go like a year forward or something.
I would actually like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
Would
I
Toby
love time
be
skips.
alive in a year? I feel like that's a really
If he
touch
can
and
live
go.
through this, I'm
He'd be
sure
fine.
that he's a...
Toby's a car salesman. He'll be fine. He'll be doing this shit till he's 80.
I'll
You
learn
don't-
more flares.
You don't want to know the kind of people I've sold cars to. Listen, I went into a sales situation with 3 people. I came out with just me. Also, there was a cat person.
I've done car tricks for convicts. They're better than kids.
I had a baby throw a rock at my face. All right, that's the kind of car salesman I am.
That hurt.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm so down for time skips and
Yeah.
like
Okay.
development of story is awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, we might set up for that, and we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, let's not get too far ahead of us, and hopefully you guys can find out not next week, but the week after, what's going on Teverall in Crit Confirmed. I'm Guy on Couch.
I'm True Alchemist. By the way, it's August 6th.
And I'm fucking Ryan.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I am from an 8. Yeah.
And still existing in a non-temporal hell is Nihilism Raptor. We'll
Who
catch you
happened to
next
steal
time,
it.
guys.
Bye.